Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 18. We are going to present our final year project, the level of awareness registration OKU with the Special Welfare Department, JKM, from perception of parent having special children in Rembau Negeri Sembilan. Before we go more further with this presentation, let me introduce you guys to our presenter, which is Muhammad Farhan bin Muhammad Juddin, and also Siti Syaidatul Amanina binti Kamaruddin. Right, now I will continue with the introduction of this project. So people with disability or OKU are the most vulnerable minority group in Malaysian society. So according to World Health Organization, up to 7% of world population of disabled and around roughly 2% will require of rehab service. So people with disability are the people who have long-term physical, mental, intellectual and also sensory disability that will dealing with numbers of independent, limit their full and effective involvement in society. So every parent face various of challenge and trial in raising their children. For parents with special needs, person with disability who have those who are long-term physical, mental and also intellectual disability when confronted with numbers of challenge, limit their full participant and effective in society. So, Department of Social Welfare considers 7 categories of people with problem while registering OKU card. So, defective hearing, vision impairment, speech impairment, physical impairment, lack of disability, mental impairment, as also multiple disability.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Muhammad Juddin, and now I will present about the problem statement for this study. The parents may be unaware of the resources which are accessible for the OKU, and the data is exceptionally difficult to get in Malaysia, and many parents may not know where to look for the assistance to register the OKU card. And the parents of OKU may be poor, and taking time off from work to travel to the division to register will cause a critical loss of wage. Other than that, parents with children with special needs face challenges such as physical disorder and emotion, relations issues of the family and increasing financial burden. It is because the effect of such stress is that parents become less optimal in caring children that can lead to the occurrence of behavioral problem among children and may present a risk to the cognitive development of these children with special needs. In addition, among the possible things that cause parents refuse to register their children with disabilities is that parents do not want the surrounding community to know their children with disabilities because they want to take care of the dignity of the family.
So based on the problem statement above, we as a researcher come up with a few research questions, which is the first one, whether the parents' level of knowledge regarding to the benefit of registrations and OKU card is important. So the second one, does the parents know the types and of disability and also functioning level? The third one, what is information required to register the special kit with JKM? So next we go to the research objective. So the main objective of the research is to examine the factor influencing the parent awareness for the registrations of OKU at the Welfare Department, case study of Program Pemulihan Dalam Komuniti PDK Pekan Rembau and also SK Taman Seri Rembau Rembau Negeri Sembilan. So the first one is to measure parent knowledge about the benefit of having the OKU card. Second one is to measure parent knowledge about the type and also level of disability. And the third one is to measure the parent knowledge of medical report required to register the OKU kits at Welfare Department.
Okay, next about the conceptual framework. The conceptual framework will explain all the variables related to this analysis in its entirely, including the dependent variable and all the independent variable. Okay, from this study, the independent variable is benefit policy for the OKU registration, level and type of disabilities, and lastly, medical assessment report. This 3 independent variable is linked to dependent variable that correlation to parents' level of awareness towards registration of OKU at the Welfare Department.
Right, now I will continue with the research methodology. So the first one is the research design. We use the quantitative methods, and for the second one we use the unit level of analysis. We use the total populations of selected parent or children disability at program pemulihan dalam community PPDK Pekan Rembau and also SK Taman Sri Rembau. For sampling size, program pemulihan dalam community which is PPDK and also SK Taman Sri Rembau is estimate around 50 children with their parents. So for sampling technique, we use the convenience sampling, and for measurement we use Likert scale, and for data collection we have 5 section, which is the first one is section A, respondents information, section B, the benefit of OKU card, section C, the level and also the type of disability, section D, which is the medical awareness or medical assessment report, and also for section E, level awareness of the parents. So for the data analysis, we use the descriptive statistics for the respondent information. For demographic, we want to see the mean and also standard deviations, and also for section B until E, we use the person correlation because we want to see whether it have a relation or not.
Okay, now we go to the hypothesis development. That we have 3 hypotheses that about benefit policy for the OKU, and second, level and type of disabilities, and lastly is about medical assessment report. Okay, firstly, benefit policy for the OKU. Rationale is there is no relationship between benefit policy for the OKU and parents' level of awareness towards registration of OKU at welfare department. And H1 is there is a relationship between benefit policy for the OKU and parents' level of awareness towards registration of OKU at welfare department. Secondly, about level and type of disabilities. Rationale is there is no relationship between level and type of disabilities and parents' level of awareness towards registration of OKU at welfare department. And H1 is there is a relationship between level and type of disabilities and parents' level of awareness towards registration of OKU at welfare department. And lastly, medical assessment report. The rationale is there is no relationship between medical assessment report and parents' level of awareness towards registration of OKU at welfare department. And H1 is there is a relationship between medical assessment report and parents' level of awareness towards registration OKU at welfare department. There is our 3 hypothesis development of this study.
Right now, I will continue with finding, which is the demographic. So demographic is considered with the section A, which is respondent information. So the first one, we have 5 items in this section, which is the first one age, the second one gender, the third one status, the fourth one the numbers of special kid, and also the fifth one they have OKU card or not. Okay, so for the age, the highest percentage, which is 30.2, in the age of 31 until 40. And for the gender, female was the highest, which is in 58.1%, and for status, married was the highest, which is 65.1%. And for the numbers of special kid that they have, which is they have the highest one, which is 74.4% with 1 children, and the last one, the OKU card for special kid, whether they have a OKU card or not, which is the highest one is 93.0%. They say yes. So that's it. Then I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, now I will explain about the main finding. We have 3 objectives from this study, and that is to examine the relationship between the knowledge on benefit policy, the level and type of disabilities, and the medical assessment report. And from the 3 objectives, we use the person correlation to relate the correlation, and the hypothesis is H null is accepted and H1 is rejected from the 3 objectives. Okay, that we can see that from the first objective, R is equal by 0.2 and P value is 0.1, and H null is accepted, H1 is rejected. And the second objective, R is 0.2 and P P value is 0.08 is H null accepted, H1 is rejected. And the third is person correlation, they are 0.10 and P is 0.516 and the H null is accepted, H1 is rejected.
Right, now I will talk about the research limitations. There are several obstacles that we encounter while conducting this study. So there also a challenge for us to try to get more deep into knowledge about this study. We experience difficulty knowing that the details regarding to registrations of disabled children in Negeri Sembilan are not many. We only get the information from other state but not in Negeri Sembilan. So our study also aim for people with disability. This is an obstacle for us to get respondents to answer our questionnaire because our study is more detailed to parents who have disabled children in Rembau. So that's why we are focused more to two places, which is PPDK and also Taman SK Taman Si Rembau. So it also difficult for us to receive large numbers of respondents to answer our questionnaire because the number of parents with disabled children in Rembau is quite less, and also we are struggling to decide to choose two piece at least to get enough respondents. So there are some parents who do not give a good cooperation with us to answer this respondent because they have personal matter that they care about. So that's it for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, through a study of this level of awareness of parents who have disabled children not relate to the level of awareness with the benefits of the OKU card, the type and level of disabilities, and the medical assessment report. This is show that the parents who have children with disabilities need to be aware to take care of the welfare of their children with disabilities and not then get the special education provided by government because this is very important for the future of their children with disabilities. However, through this study, it was also found that parents in this state can think a positive direction to register their disabled children at JKM to get the benefit given to disabled children, and parents also know how to help their disabled children to always be in a good condition in the day. That's all from us. Thank you.